2 losses in a row and bottom of the DP World T20 table. But Tom Kohler-Cadmore and his Sharjah Warriors know that playoff chances are still very much in their own hands. And they'll hope the arrival of 2 big-name England stars in Liam Livingstone and Adil Rashid can bring about a change in fortunes. Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, bottom of the log last year, have turned their form around this season. The swashbuckling power hitting of Dre Russ has been to the fore, with balls sailing into the stands. And a couple of seasoned international left armers, David Willey and Ahmad Wasim, have also made telling contributions to push the men in purple into second spot. These 2 teams meet twice in the next 3 days. Who can land the first punch in Sharjah tonight? We are firmly at the business end of the DP World T20. It is match 23. The Sharjah Warriors at home taking on the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. If we take a look at the points table, My Emirates, the first team to qualify in the top 4, but there are spots up for grabs, and wins tonight are very important for both teams. The Knight Riders sitting in second spot, you can see there, but the rest of the team sitting on 6 points. So absolutely, there are absolutely spots up for grabs tonight. Now, it is a beautiful night here in Sharjah, and we are very much looking forward to what will be a cracking match. Both teams know they got to win. Can they do it? Let's head out to the middle for the toss.
Match 23 of the DP World T20. The Warriors and the Knight Riders doing battle here in Sharjah. Simon Taufel is overseeing proceedings. Andre Russell's here, and so is Tom Kohler-Cadmore. Tom, you got the key.
Tails. Knight Riders are called tails, and it is a tail. So the Knight Riders have won the toss.
Thank you. We're going to have a ball first.
What are you going to do and why?
I think based on, the past results, I think bowling first and, trying to restrict them to a total that's manageable. That's a plan for us, and from the last game, our bowlers bowled some very good channels, and hopefully we can just get some early wickets, and we're on the way.
Nice to see you here, but what's up with Sunil?
I think he have done his webbing the last game, so we don't want to take much risk. Give him some more time to heal, so hopefully he's going to be back.
Compared to last season, 4 wins this year, what's changed? What's been different? What's been good?
I just think it's all about, we've been just sticking to, the plans. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan, but, at the end of the day, we have a good bunch of guys, and, we've been getting the support from, the support staff, and I think that was very important. So just happy with the results so far, and tonight would be another good one if we can get the double. So
Sonny's out. Who's come in for him, and is there anyone else?
Yeah, so there's 2 changes. Sonny out, Bupara is in, and Aditya is also in.
All right, good luck. Go well.
Thank you.
Tom, come on in, having to set a target on this. How do you see it, and what are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, we're very happy with batting. We were a bit undecided because, obviously, last time we played here, we ended up batting first, had a good result, and then we bowled well as well the second time. So we're quite happy with either way, and we found kind of the fresh pitches has probably been best to bat first, so we're quite happy.
Short turnaround from last night. What have you said to the lads today leading into tonight?
Just go out there and be the match winner. Obviously, we've got a chance to put it right tonight, and hopefully we can.
Seen a few reinforcements have come in. What are your changes, and can you remember them all?
We've got Livy, Rash and Junaid's coming in.
All right, good luck. Go well, eh?
Thank you.
There you go. It's the Knight Riders who have won the toss here in Sharjah. No surprise, bowl first.
Thank you very much, Dolly. 2 very happy captains, as it turns out. Let's see what's coming up on Cricket Safari. Coming up in Cricket Safari, Andre Russell chats about his big-hitting exploits and his 31-run over against international teammate Jason Holder over the weekend. Another West Indian, Johnson Charles, explains his special love for Kolkata. And our experts break down the tight race for the remaining 3 playoff spots at the DP World T20. Waqar Yunus, Darren Ganga alongside me. We see Dre Russ as the captain there. We are going to talk about him very shortly, but let's talk about the Sharjah Warriors first, bringing in some reinforcements from England, no less. What a surprise with that team. There are a lot of English boys in there, but let's start with Liam Livingstone. We know what he can do and how destructive he can be. They're going to need him to fire from ball 1.
Yeah, they didn't bat well in their last game against the Giants. They only scored 108 in a run chase, so they're a little bit low on confidence with their batting. So Liam Livingstone is a match winner with the bat in T20 cricket. He's got a 42-ball 100 in T20 internationals against Pakistan. So if he can rekindle that type of form, he will add the impetus to the innings. They need somebody to sort of, show the way beyond that of Johnson Charles. They need that middle to lower order to also fire. Only 2 guys in this side have scored in excess of 100 runs all season. That's how bad they've been collectively as a batting team.
Yeah, they have had a few issues. The other one that has come in is Adil Rashid. What do you know about him and how much do you think he's going to add to the Sharjah Warriors lineup?
One thing I know, he's from Pakistan. He was born in Pakistan. So, I mean, he's a wonderful character and a true match winner with the ball in hand. And I hope it's not too late because, Sharjah Warriors are right on the edge. So they've just brought them in and they're asking them to deliver straight away. They landed just last night, so it is going to be a problem, I would say. But, yeah, they should know it's only T20 cricket, and they both played here in Sharjah before, so they know the conditions really, really well.
And they come in with a freshness about them, and I guess at this stage of the tournament, they've had a couple of bad losses, the Sharjah Warriors. That's probably not a bad thing, no scars?
Not really. They're coming from that SA20, so they have game time under their belts. The one thing I must say about Adil Rashid, he'll be a good partner to Tikshana, who's been leading this bowling lineup. So 2 spin options might prove to be handy in this situation.
So we look at the standings, we know that both teams are well in this. ADK are sitting in second spot. Sharjah Warriors, they are, amongst the rest on 6 points. A win tonight, it's not a necessity, but you need to get some points in the next 3 games.
Yeah, if you look at the leaderboard, you'll say, oh, right at the bottom, but they're actually not. They can still sneak up and they can be at number 3 if they win tonight. So I don't think everything is lost. It's good that everything has come to the last bit, and hopefully we're going to have some really close games and some competition. And I feel that there's going to be run rate coming into play at some stage, maybe in the next 3-4 days.
I don't think the Sharjah Warriors want to hear a run rate's going to play any part in this. But one of the batters for the Sharjah Warriors who's had some success here in Sharjah is Johnson Charles. Let's find out why he loves Kolkata so much.
My sweetest memory would be winning the World Cup in Kolkata in 2016. My favorite place would be Kolkata because that's where I had my sweetest memory, which is winning the World Cup. I would say my sweetest food in India would definitely be the lamb karai. The Indian player that I admire the most would be Rohit Sharma, very versatile with the bat. Fans in India should support the Sharjah Warriors because, we've got a lot of Indian background.
He certainly seems a very popular member of the Sharjah Warriors. Started really well out here, in fact, but he's just tapered off in the last few games for the Warriors. What do you think's happening?
Well, he's come here with a big reputation. He's a 2-time T20 World Cup winner for the West Indies, and he opens the batting. He's got 2 half-centuries already under his belt. He understands the conditions here. He's a powerful striker of the cricket ball, could hit boundaries, and a match winner. So somebody at the top of the innings who can really take the attack to the bowlers, capitalize on the field placing, and he's developed his game against spin bowlers as well. So that should work to the advantage of this Warriors team in this contest.
All right, well, let's find out if he's going to like the conditions. We head out to the middle now with Simon Dool and Niall O'Brien for the pitch report.
Nice to be back in the middle of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. That breeze that's been around the UAE for the last few days is still here, not quite as strong tonight. We're slightly towards the western side of the ground here in Sharjah, so it's just a 62-metre hit away to my left, to the right-hander's leg side, about 68 out of the offside, so that's probably where you want the batters hitting the ball. Lovely looking surf. It's got a nice covering of grass on it. I'm not sure whether that's what the Warriors want at home. To tell us more, Niall O'Brien, what do you think?
Well, I think every time the Sharjah Warriors come to this stadium this year, Dooley, they get a different surface. And I'm not sure that's playing into Johan Botha's hands. But what I do see, I see a firm surface and a lot of grass. Batters who have prospered at this venue are tall, strong, power hitters. It's not a ground for milking the ball, rotating stroke. You have to hit hard, hit the sweepers hard. TKC, 50, hit down the ground. Johnson Charles, uncomplicated hitter, down the ground. And Alex Hale. So 3 tall, strong, uncomplicated hitters. When you're facing Tikshana especially, he's got 9 wickets at this venue. He's not a big turner. You have to be brave. Get down the pitch and attack. Back your instinct, back your ability, and back your technique. Hit through the line, don't go too square.
Looks like a nice surface. It might slide on a little bit better under lights later on this evening, so batting second, maybe a little advantage.
Niall O'Brien loves hitting through the line. I wonder if we'll see that from TKC tonight. The captain for the Sharjah Warriors, happy to be batting first, Darren.
Big news, the inclusion of Liam Livingstone should create the energy in this batting lineup. Again, we mentioned that they've been short on runs. Tom Kohler-Cadmore will be critical, so too Johnson Charles will be an important element in this. If Joe Denley, he's been amongst the runs, but he will have to produce. But the spin of Adil Rashid, Tikshana will come into play alongside the pace of Jawadullah.
What do you make of this Knight Riders lineup tonight? No Narayan.
Yeah, no, Narayan, that's going to be a big miss. New captain under Russell, so there's something to really look up to. And Ahmad Wasim, David Willey. I mean, they're still a very, very good side. So all you need to do is make sure that all these guys produce now, because you cannot afford not to perform now, because we're getting to the business end.
Oh, yeah, it is crunch time in the DP World ILT20. We're going to take a short break here. When we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more about the Knight Riders' new captain tonight, Dre Russ. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to Sharjah Cricket Stadium. I remember where we are this time. It is match 23. Sharjah Warriors taking on ADKR. The Knight Riders won the toss. Sharjah Warriors are going to bat here first. The Knight Riders have got a new captain tonight in Dre Russ. We caught up with him just after their latest victory to find out about how it's going and the season so far.
Wow! What has Andre Russell not done before that we're seeing this now?
You know, basically at that point, I decided to target Jason, you know, knowing that, you know, we needed another maybe 50 runs to get closer to a target that we could have worked with. I think the wicket was getting better and better. So I have my mind on another 40, 45 runs. So at that over, I decided to go at him, and, you know, I don't remember how many runs I got in that over, but I remember hitting maybe what, 3 sixes, 2 fours, yeah. So I'm happy with the over.
But what is Jason Holder looking up to? This is hitting at its best.
These are the things why I just back myself to go at every delivery and don't think too much, because I get caught up in trying to be smart about the last 3 overs, and I end up dabbing a ball that I could have gone over cover for 6 or 4, straight to point. And, you know, it was so hard to walk off the ground tonight. These things do happen, and I'm happy with the amount of runs that I've gotten, you know, based on the balls that I've faced. But I think I still could have done a bit more, you know, just marking myself hard. I'm just feeling good playing my role. I think, you know, as a lower order batter that's known for finishing games and hitting sixes, you know, to have 19 sixes in 7 games, facing maybe 50-odd balls, I just think, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna say I should have gone 30, but I'm happy with that achievement. I don't think 6 is an easy thing to hit, but we do make it look easy at times. So, you know, I just wish the guys all the very best. I have 1 more game in Sharjah, so I'm looking to finish on a high. And if we can get another win, that would be very good for us.
We have a talented crew that put that together, picked some great music for that, and he is so great to watch when he's on fire. Hopefully we'll see that again tonight. Darren and Waka are in the hitting zone here, so come in with me. Okay, I want to know how he generates such power, why he's so good, and what works for him.
All right, so I'll try to replicate a few things about Andre Russell. I'm not as muscular as him.
Oh,
he's a transformer.
Come on now, Darren, don't do that to yourself.
He's a six-hitter. He's a game changer, right? A few things about what he's done. He's struck 19 sixes so far this season, and every 4 to 5 balls he's struck a 6. So that's a demolition job on bowlers. Let's reflect on some of those sixes that he's struck. He's got a nice strong base on his back foot, and then he just moves that front leg out of the way, swings the leg. If you're a fast bowler, from round the wicket, over the wicket, he just blasts you to all parts of the ground, predominantly to that long on mid-wicket region. If you take a look at where he struck those sixes from, a lot of it to the leg side, but a few of them also to the offside. So that spells danger for bowlers. The one thing I want to say about him, though, is that he's evolved over the last 12 months or so. Many teams will try to bowl him short and outside off stump, but now he's able to hit through that offside area. Now, Waka Yunus is here. Waka, as a bowler yourself, how do you contain this fierce power from Andre Russell?
Darren, one thing I have realized, that you don't like me. You got all the good stuff for yourself, and then you ask me to do the job, which is probably the hardest job at this stage to bowl to Russ, because he's in form. And when someone like him is in form, it is the most difficult time to bowl at. Okay, one thing maybe I've noticed, one thing only. If you're I've got these 2 cones there, and that's the only thing you've got. He doesn't have a big backlift. He just he relies on his big muscles, and he relies on the follow-through. So what he does is, as he clears his front leg, I would like the bowlers to follow this leg rather than bowling at stump. Bowl at this stump and a yorker length. And that's the only way you can survive. If you're a right-arm fast bowler, left-armer, I would still say that you can go maybe a little wide and still come back around at his heels. That is the only way to bowl at him. Don't challenge him, because if you try to get him out from the length, he will get you. So the best way to go is to bowl those yorkers. That's all I can think.
Yeah, well, you're looking at Russell. What he told us before the start of this game is that he focuses on this left leg being so strong and firmly planted on the ground, because it allows him to basically have an unrestricted swing. He swings in that arc to long on, and then he can also from here swing through the offside. He's been able to cut the ball for 6 as well. Yeah. So Waka Yunus, do you go over the wicket or do you go round the wicket to him?
That's something he has changed in the last couple of years. Before, he used to move back a bit, and you always get this clue that I can just bowl nice and full and try to get him out early. But now, look, he hardly moves. The ball is kind of coming out of the bowler's hand, and he's still in his stance. Normally, you see the bowlers getting into batters, getting into their rhythm and looking to attack. But he doesn't move. As I said, he just relies so much on his muscle and backs himself to sort of, get that bottom hand into play and can clear the field, the small field there.
No, and the Warriors will be hoping to be on their game tonight, because he is in form, and maybe we'll see some fireworks here at Sharjah Stadium later. I want to know, though, what your pick for tonight is, Darren. You've been knocked off your perch.
I'm still at the top.
You're still at the top,
yeah.
But you're not a Hyundai anymore. Abu Dhabi.
Night Riders.
And you, Waka?
Just because of Russ, isn't it? I'll go with Sharjah. Come on.
All right, we take a break. When we come back, the DP World IL T20.